Okay, so this is going to be a quick one. Just a couple things I want to draw some people's attention to. First thing, now first, I would refer people to Iggy. If you guys don't know Iggy, his YouTube is Iggy M. You know, if someone can help me out with that, I forget the numbers, but he's done a great job. He's been covering this all night, all morning today. Last night, after there's been these like kind of cryptic warnings about the 17th from Biden, from Comey. Pelosi made some comments about it, like when she said a bullet. She had a bullet on her bracelet, and she was mentioning bullet, but as a bullet point. A lot of shady things. Enough that I received an email and a comment. I think it was my last video or the video before, but they wrote it on the 16th, and I noticed it because I also had an email about the same thing saying prayers for Trump on the 17th, October 17th. That's the day that Biden and Comey said he will be removed from office. And I'm like, well, that's weird. The only way he could be removed from office on that date is, you know, getting taken out. So it was just odd to me. And then last night at this huge rally, I mean, they filled the place, still had 20 to 30,000 outside. Of course, you have a lot of protesters because of what happened. Although, you know what? In the end, the Kurds aren't going to be slaughtered, hopefully. It seems like they're going to be safe. And that's what I was worried about. But that still remained to be seen. But the point is, somebody last night was at his rally, and like I said, Iggy covered this very thorough. You guys can see the videos there, everything. But I'm just gonna give you the bullet points. No pun intended. So, this guy's there. He's wearing this like a helmet. It almost looks like a motorcycle helmet, but this thing's like legit. I mean, this thing's like it's built for battle. It's like almost like what a riot gear, but it has the whole head shield and everything. And then he has a backpack. He has aerosol cans in the backpack. He has a gas mask in the backpack. Of course, he has a gun. He's wearing a heavy duty bulletproof vest. We're talking like military style, with the clips and everything. I mean, this guy was just like equipped for battle. Knee pads. It was just really weird. I was like, did he bring that in anticipation of like Antifa stuff or something outside? But I don't know. It's kind of weird. And at the same time, mind you, this is all in Dallas, right? What do you think about when you think of Dallas and presidents visiting? Well, the one that he's kind of referred to the most is JFK, kind of like a for the people president, and that's where JFK was taken out. Meanwhile, Alex Jones, who's from Dallas, so I can see why he's there. He's in an armored vehicle with a bullhorn, screaming out all kinds of stuff. And one of the things he yelled was they're gonna try to assassinate Trump. And I'm telling you, I've been getting, like I said, I got an email about this. Someone wrote a comment, and for you that wrote the comment the other day, Grammy's Peep, get in touch with me. I want to talk to you. I want to pick your brain. I want to know what made you so confident to write that? Because I wasn't confident enough to say something's gonna happen 17. But it was in the back of my head, and as soon as I seen it, they arrested this dude, and then I was watching Iggy, and then they're not reporting everything that was in his backpack, but you can see it. You can see the knee pads. You can see the. I think he had extra clips. I'm not sure on that one, but definitely like these aerosol cans, all kinds of other stuff, like a whole head shield with a vest, like a legit vest, not just some straight, no, legit vest with place for clips and a grenade, everything you want. So I just want to bring people's attention to that because the news is not reporting it for some reason. The only news that picked it up was a local station down there. The local NBC station of Dallas picked it up. So I just wanted to bring that to a lot of you guys' attention. Some of you guys might have seen it on Iggy's, but a lot of you guys might not be subscribed there. But he covered it thoroughly. If you guys want to see some videos, the only place I'm really seeing it. I've seen other YouTubers predict something would happen to Trump on this day. And the fact that he was in Dallas and this guy was armed and vested and with a backpack full of all that, it's like, what? I don't know. I don't know what to think. It might have been an attempt on the president. I mean, that would have really sent a message. Imagine on the 17th, for those of you who know the significance of 17, imagine that in Dallas, if they were able to take that out. Although it seems a bit sloppy. Like, really, that's the best they could do was this one guy? I mean, he had legit gear, but he didn't even make it into the arena, as far as I know. Because I saw the arrest. The arrest was happening outside. But literally out at the rally, like right there, like right where the horses are, right wherever he was doing this address. So I just wanted to bring that to people's attention because you're not seeing it anywhere else. And there was a couple YouTubers who predicted it. Like I said, I got an email. That's what really made like imagine someone messaged you and they're like, "This is gonna happen on this date," and then it you know something happens exactly like they said on that date, except it looks like the plan didn't go through. The only thing that, because that's what really blows my mind, is that I had pre-warning. It was in the back of my head. So it's like, what's really going on? Is this like disinfo type of crap? Because you guys know how that goes. Because with Alex Jones down there, it kind of makes you wonder. And he's yelling about they're trying to assassinate the president. And I think Alex Jones was 100% legit at one point. But, after his divorce, and they got to him. You can tell they got to him. Um, that's what I believe. I'm not sure. That's what I believe. And with him down there, the whole thing just kind of seems a little weird. If you're really going to make an attempt on the president, I guess you can't go in with a militia. It has to be like a one-man thing. But I mean, you can see the vest, and you can see him from a mile away. It's not like he was hiding it, or maybe he was prior to the arrest. I don't know. But I just wanted to bring that to people's attention. Just something very, very shady that went on last night that's not being talked about in the mainstream media. And it really holds some significance because of where it was, the fact that Biden predicted some type of removal of the president on this day. Comey hinted to it as well, which got people to start talking about it. And then this guy, by the way, he had an InfoWars t-shirt on. So I don't know if I was getting fed disinfo and this is disinfo. But then again, if this is all about disinfo, why isn't the MSM covering it? Because if I heard the MSM covering it like hard, then I'm thinking, okay, disinformation. But they're not covering it. Why? If it's disinformation, why not disinform? I mean, that's the whole point, right? Yep. And Nancy with the bracelet. Yep. So, along with that, there are 50 reasons to worry with Turkey right now. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the nukes that we have. It's our nukes, U.S. nukes, that we have in Turkey. Now, we have nukes all across Europe. Most of them are concentrated up in Germany, like, West Germany. We have like 4 sites just there. They're spread all over. But as far as in the Middle Eastern region, the only nuke site really that I see is in Kirlik, in Sirlik, in Sirlik or in Kirlik base in Turkey, and these are B-61 nuclear bombs, so they're not like huge. They're not carried by a bomber. They can be carried by like a fighter, like a F-15, F-16, and they are being stored underground in Turkey. And Turkey, as you know, and this is what I've always said too. If anyone who's been with me a while, I always say, you want to know which way a country is leaning? Look at what missile defense system they have, and that tells you all you need to know. If they have the Patriot missile defense system or the THAAD, or then it's an ally of the U.S. If they have There's, by the way, Iggy just commented, so that I didn't know the whole title of his. That's it. He covered that thing great. I mean, he has the video, everything. So I'm just informing. But if you want to look for further, Iggy just commented. He has the wrench, so it's easy to find. All right. So where was I? The in Turkey. So yes. So they have B-61 nuclear bombs. We have 50 in Turkey, and they're all at this base in Kurlik or in Sirlik. I'm trying to do this off memory. Air base, and right now there's been actually, and that place has been having a lot of problems. It's had 3,500 um, law enforcement arrests or problems and things like that just this year. 18 of them required like special forces to go out. So we are trying to protect these nukes with everything going on. So we've sent a security force out there. Italy sent a security force. They're a great ally, especially now that that they have they have a president with the same views as our president. So of course Italy also sent a security detachment, and they're trying to protect these nukes. I mean, this is the big boy game now. We're talking nukes, and now there's this ceasefire. It gives them an opportunity to get the nukes out of there. Now, like I said, they're underground. They're the B-61 nukes, which can be carried by fighters like F-15, F-16, not the bombers. Which, to me, I think that to me it sounds like it works better. But then again, a bomber. I mean, either way, if we wanted to, we could deliver it. But so they don't like launch from there. They go on the belly of a F-15 or F-16 and get shot or dropped. So the problem is they're all underground. They're in Turkey now. Turkey's leaning with Russia. I mean, and you can tell. Like I said, look at what missile defense systems does each country have, and you'll know which way they swing. Well, they got the I don't know, the S-400 or the S-500. They have the Russian missile defense system, which tells you, it speaks volumes. Every time that's what I kind of do. I look around, I see which one has the ones that really just surprised me, like India and Pakistan. They went with the Russian, and they're starting to find out that this Russian one is having some problems. There's been some problems exposed by the U.S. in this defense system. But once you buy it, that's a big purchase. So you're kind of stuck with it, especially if you're not aligned with us. And Turkey seems to be although they're in NATO, they seem to be kind of drifting away from. They're definitely not an ally, but they are a strategic ally, as far as if they can get along just enough that they agree in order for them to be protected, we can put our nukes there, we can put a base there. But now it's a problem. And I wonder what they're going to do. I know that they want to get those nukes out of there. But if they take those nukes out of there, strategically, as far as location in the Middle East, when I looked at the map of nukes, unless it's been updated, I didn't see anything around that area but in Turkey. This is a very strategic location for these nukes. Now, there is a location in southern Italy, like the boot of Italy, which like birds, like a bird's, you know what I'm saying, like it's closer, just right across the water. So they could do that. I find the Turkish base to be the reason that they even put the nukes there in the first place, with a government that's not stable, is because it's so strategic. They need it there. And when I say this government isn't stable, if you guys remember last year, the attempted coup? Well, I think that was potentially. I mean, it was a failed coup like no other. I mean, that thing failed. Bang! It just went down. The generals were all rounded up. I wonder if it was CIA. I mean, I would like to think that the CIA would at least have a better attempt at a coup. But a coup is tough to do in a foreign country. I mean, you have to get like their top people to agree to basically work with you, despite all the differences that we have. So I can see why it would fail. I can also see why they would try to change the government over there, um, because this guy can be dangerous. And I think the most important thing right now to Trump is getting those nukes out. And I think that him leaving, this is just my opinion, the facts stop here. I think him leaving, I'm always trying to think of why. Why? Because you guys heard me. I didn't like it. I didn't understand it. I didn't like that we were leaving these guys who have been fighting with us, not just against ISIS, but in the Gulf War. They were always on our side. They've been working with us in all of these wars. The Kurds have been great allies of the U.S. military. So for us to leave them like that, I'm sure he assured their security because it looks like they're going to be okay. Russia's going to protect them. But it might have been part of something where, all right, there'll be a ceasefire. We're going to get our nukes out of there. But then strategically, what does that do to our standing as far as, you know, it's important to have your nukes in certain places, just, power through strength. So strategically, I worry about losing that location. But then again, as far as national security and the security of the world, I think that it would be 100 times safer with those nukes out of there. And I think that's what they're doing. I'll keep you updated. But yeah, guys, check into that with Trump last night. Check into these 50 nukes. They're of great importance. Um, this is just a quick little update. I'm looking into a couple other things. I really want to do like a long, in-depth show on a couple things, but this is just a quick little update on a couple things. If you want to see more on a potential um, hit on Trump, maybe. Normally, I wouldn't just go with that from a guy dressed like that. I mean, it's shady, but I got emails, I got comments. I had heard other YouTubers were talking about this. October 17th is going to be the day they take out Trump. Sure enough, that day, a guy with an InfoWars shirt gets caught with a backpack full of stuff like he's, like he's knee pads and these aerosol cans. What else do you have, Iggy? I just don't want to misreport. There's actually more than what I'm saying, but the vest, I mean, fully equipped vest with all the pockets and everything. Um, he was armed. He had a helmet, like a motorcycle helmet, but it's really like a riot gear type of helmet, but like a motorcycle style. It's like heavy duty stuff. A gas mask. Yep, vest, helmet, pistol, gas mask. So if you guys want to see more about that, right there, the wrench, Iggy M, and then five numbers, 5679. Iggy M B 5679. So if you guys want to look into that further, that's where I would go. He covered that thoroughly. And meanwhile, I've been looking kind of at a few things, but one thing I've really been looking at is this situation with the B-61 nuclear um, missiles, 50 of them stored underground in Turkey at the Incirlik Air Base. What are we going to do? It's a strategic location, yet turmoil. So I think that has a lot to do with our withdrawal and the fact that Italy has now sent security forces to secure that site along with our security forces tells me a lot. So keep your head in a swivel. Red Pill News Dispensary. Sign off. Take care, guys.